welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna be giving a little short reviews of the Best Picture nominees. It's gonna be like a minute or less for all 10, and definitely gonna be less than a minute for particular one because I haven't watched that one, but I've watched 9 of the 10, and after I'll give my predictions for who I think will win 18 of the 23 Best Picture Academy Award awards. But yeah, so I'll give you my predictions for those. I'm using for most of them I'm using my liking of the specific aspect of that film, or the actress or actor or whatever, or I'll also be using the historical data based on who has been winning throughout award season. We'll say for some of them, when I'm recording this video, that is when I will decide who has won, because I'm stuck on like 2 or 3 or 4 of the categories. I have no idea who I'll pick, so when you see me picking the winner, who I think will win, that is when I've decided. But otherwise, I'll just give, So I'm trying to keep this short. I don't know how long this will be, but hopefully not too long, and so you can just listen in the background or whatever and just vibe to it. So I'm gonna be using Letterboxd to make my guide for how I present this thing, and also I'm gonna leave my link to my profile or whatever in the description box, and you can check it out or whatever. You don't need to, up to you, right? So let's go. So first up is Anora. Let me give you my little thoughts and everything. So Mikey Madison, amazing in this movie. Is a blend between like comedy and drama and all of that mixed in. There's a lot of nudity in this, so if you're shy about that or whatever, just to warn you. And also Yura Borisov and Igor stole the show for me. One of the best characters of the film. You just see him there and he's the heart of the film. I've done a reaction video to this, not out yet because not edited yet, but I have watched it, and so you will see my further expanded thoughts on like the themes and whatever in that. But so Letterboxd says Anora, a young sex worker from Brooklyn, gets her chance at a Cinderella story when she meets and impulsively marries the son of an oligarch. Once the news reaches Russia, her fairy tale is threatened as the parents settle for New York to get the marriage annulled. And just to say that, how do I frame this? That scene in the house where the guy's nose, yeah, top scene. Look out for this. Definitely recommend you to watch this. I put it at 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. Okay, and up next we have The Brutalist. 3-hour movie. Did it need to be 3 hours? I don't think so. I put it at 3.5 stars. Adrian Brody, Felicity Jones, they're very good. Guy Pearce too, so I see why they got nominated. So escaping post-war Europe, visionary architect Laszlo Thoth arrives in America to rebuild his life, his work, and his marriage to his wife Elizabeth after being forced apart during wartime by shifting borders and regimes. On his own in a strange new country, Laszlo settles in Pennsylvania, where the wealthy and prominent industrialist Harrison Lee Van Buren recognizes his talent for building, but power and legacy come at a heavy cost. Okay, so if you are a fan of fake biopics, this is your jam. Fan of long movies, this is your jam. If you're a fan about the American dream and the pros and cons, the pitfalls, the highs, and all that, drug use, hand jobs, all that. It's in there for you. I would not watch it again. But it's not a bad movie. I just would not watch it again. So next up we have A Complete Unknown. I put this at 3.5 stars. Timothy Chalamet, Monica Barbaro, Edward Norton gave stellar performances, as does the rest of the cast and all that. So New York, early 1960s, against the backdrop of a vibrant music scene and tumultuous cultural upheaval, an enigmatic 19-year-old from Minnesota arrives in the West Village with his guitar and revolutionary talent, destined to change the course of American music. So this is basically a story about Bob Dylan, and the title of the film is very appropriate for how it makes you feel about him. He starts as a mystery and he remains a mystery, and he's aloof, and you see how the people around him react to him being like that. And good movie. If you like music and you like Bob Dylan, this is the biopic for you. Alright, so Conclave, I put this at 4 stars out of 5. Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, you know, amazing performances. So it's the so after the unexpected death of the Pope, Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with managing the covert and ancient ritual of electing a new one, sequestered in the Vatican with the Catholic Church's most powerful leaders until the process is complete. Lawrence found himself at the center of a conspiracy that could lead to his downfall. I would definitely recommend this movie if you're a fan of elections and mean girls and backstabbing and intrigue and all that. So I did not expect the ending to end how it ended. Definitely surprised. It'll give you a lot of thinking to do, and you might find out stuff about yourself during the course of it. So definitely one of my favorites of the season. Also with like Anora that I've sung before. So yeah, watch Conclave. Dune Part 2, I'll put this 4.5 because I really like this. It was a good time, a fun time, and revenge can be fun. So follow the mythic journey of Paul Atreides as he reunites with Shani and the Fremen while on a path of revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. Facing a choice between the love of his life and fate of the fate of the known universe, Paul endeavors to prevent a terrible future only he can foresee. Denis Villeneuve, I don't know if I pronounced that right, he does his thing. I watched Dune Part 1 like the day before just to give a refresher, and I was thinking I have a reaction video filmed to this, not put it out yet, but I really enjoyed the experience, visuals, storytelling, all of that. Loved it. Love. Would recommend. If you were a fan of Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2, right in your alley. Emilia Pérez. Rita, an underrated lawyer working for a large law firm more interested in getting criminals out of jail than bringing them to justice, is hired by the leader of a criminal organization. Zoe Saldana is in this movie, and there are songs in it. It's partly a musical for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah. So I'm still here. In the early 1970s, the military dictatorship in Brazil reaches its height. The Paiva family, Rubens, Eunice, and their 5 children live in a beachside house in Rio, open to all their friends. One day, Rubens is taken for questioning and does not return. I have not watched this movie. I have no thoughts. Apparently, it's very good. Nick Boys. Okay, so about this at 3.5. It's an interesting POV perspective, like about racism and 1960s Florida, civil rights movement, all of that, and about friendship and about struggle and about the bonds we form and doing what's right and fighting the good fight and all of that, you know. So it chronicles the powerful friendship between two young black teenagers navigating the harrowing trials of reform school together in Florida. So this is based on a book that was it semi-biographical or something like that? I don't remember. I don't do have to tweet, but it's a good watch, good film, well made. Don't think I'll watch it again. There's a twist, but if you pay attention throughout the movie, you will see signs, and you look back and like, oh, okay, yeah. So pay attention to that if you watch this movie. The Substance is, so it's like the one of the only 2 horror movies I've reacted to on the channel, and I do not watch a lot of horror movies, so I can't give you an idea of how it is as a horror movie. But as a movie, I put that 4 out of 5, and good experience. This also has a lot of nudity. It's a body horror film. You will see stuff, and Dennis Quaid eating that seafood is the most disgusting thing in the movie, even when all that happens in the movie. That's wild. So it's a fading celebrity decides to use a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself. Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, they do their thing. Her body does their thing. It is what it is. I have a video reaction out about it. Please watch it. I would love you to. Thank you. And last up, we have Wicked. So musical. I have a reaction up. What should be up. It got blocked at the time of recording this for some reason, for unknown reason. It was doing fine. There was no problems with it, but whatever. Hopefully, it's all back by the time you are watching this movie. Sorry, this video. So, when ostracized and misunderstood, green-skinned Elphaba is forced to share a room with the popular aristocrat Glinda. The two's unlikely friendship is tested as they begin to fulfill their respective destinies as Glinda the Good and the Wicked Witch of the West. I love this. Great musical, love the songs. I'd heard that 1 or 2 before, but it was primarily all new to me. Can't wait for part 2, coming out very soon. Ariana and Cynthia do their thing. Loved it. Okay, so those were my reactions or reviews. I said reaction. This is the second time I'm recording all this because it got messed up on the first time, and I said reactions that time too when I said it again. So used to doing reactions, but anyway, those were my thoughts on those movies. If you want to see more, so look out for my watch my reactions to The Substance and Wicked. And also look out for my reactions for Anora and Dune Part 2. I was gonna do something for Emilia Pérez, but my spirit just never take it, so that's not what the spirit just never take me to do it, so yeah, it would have not been an interesting reaction because I was not moved for most of that movie. So good job, good decision by me. Okay, so now it's time to give you my predictions and a few thoughts on it. Like I said, I've used, I don't know if I've said it in this recording or the old one, but I've used historical data, like historical for this art season and my thoughts, and I haven't rated who I think will win animated feature film, animated short film, documentary feature, documentary short, and there's one other one I think. Live action short film, right? I haven't done those, so all the others I've given you what my predictions will be, and you won't see my face for most of this part, except I think give you will see me when I'm saying who will win Best Picture, but otherwise this will be faceless. I'm gonna try and keep this very short, so let's get into it. So starting off, we have the Brutalist with Adrian Brody, Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes Conclave, and Sebastian Stan The Apprentice. So I'm predicting this with like 90% certainty. I think Mr. Chalamet is gonna give it a good go with his recent win at the SAG Awards, but I definitely think Adrian Brody is gonna take this one. When you have voters who did not remember he had a previous Oscar and think Ralph Fiennes had one, and they voted for Adrian just because of that, you can see. And also he's been cleaning up in award season. Just one time Timothy pipped him, so yeah, the signs are there. Next up, it's actor in a supporting role: Yuri Borisov for Anora, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice. So I haven't watched A Real Pain or The Apprentice yet. I was supposed to watch The Apprentice before doing this, but I just didn't get to. But this is that I'm like 99% certain about this. Kieran Culkin is gonna win this show. He's been cleaning up in awards season, and it's like I could close my eyes and I'm gonna say Kieran Culkin when they announce it, because I'm that sure. Next up is actress in a leading role: Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gasson for Emilia Pérez, Mikey Madison for Anora, Demi Moore in The Substance, and Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here. Carla had a lot of controversy, so no win there. Mikey Madison did well, and everybody else did well. I have no idea how Fernanda acted, but she's been getting great rave reviews and all that. But I think Mikey has a shot here, but I would put my money over 90% certainty that Demi Moore is gonna win Best Actress. And rounding out the acting categories, we have actress in a supporting role. So the nominees are Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for The Conclave, and Zoe Saldana in Emilia Pérez. So this category is pretty much like the Best Supporting Actor. There is like 99% certainty that this person is gonna win this role, this award. She's been cleaning up. She's the best part of the movie. It's Zoe Saldana. I pronounced her name incorrectly earlier. My bad, Zoe. So cinematography is up next, and I'll have you know, I have no idea who's gonna win this. So the winner that I give, it's just gonna be who I think right then. So we have The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Pérez, Maria, and Nosferatu. And shooting in the dark here, I think it's gonna be The Brutalist who wins. I don't know, man. Something just telling me The Brutalist is gonna win. Just shooting in the dark. Let's see. And next category is costume design. I am pretty sure on this win. I'm much more certain on this. So we had the nominations for A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. So all information I've seen so far is telling me that there's one clear winner. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Keep it short, Wicked. So I think Paul Tazewell, good job, bro. You're gonna win this award. Next up is the Best Director Award, and I put it here. because I'm doing all the Oscars have it listed on their site, the Academy Awards. But yeah, whatever. Nominations are Sean Baker for Anora, Brady Corbett for The Brutalist, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Pérez, and Coralie Fajot for The Substance. So at a bit of a loss here. I'm thinking it's gonna be two guys up for it, Sean and Brady. And the wins I'm seeing point to a win for Anora. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something just telling me that the signs are pointing me to Sean Baker winning this for Anora, and that could be a precursor for some things for later on in this list here. Just to let you know. And up next we have film editing, and Anora, Sean Baker, The Brutalist, David Jansko, Conclave, Nick Emerson, Emilia Pérez, Juliette Welfin, and Wicked Myron Kirstein. I was very shocked to see that Sean Baker here up for film editing. I'm like, what, bro? Oh, wow. Okay, so my thinking on this is like a complete shot in the dark, and I'm tempted to say Anora wins. Tempted. I'm also tempted to say Conclave wins. But you know, Conclave won at the BAFTAs, and that's the only win on this list. So I will be giving the win to Conclave just because of that. But I would not be surprised if Sean Baker wins for Anora. I would not be surprised at all. It's just like up in the air for me, you know. And up next we have makeup and hairstyling to round out these list here. And the nominations for that, we have the movie A Different Man, Emilia Pérez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. And there's a clear winner here. I'm over 90% certain on this one. The winners will be Pierre Olivier Persin, Stephanie Goulion, and Marilyn Scarcelli. I have butchered those names. I'm absolutely sorry. The Substance is gonna win for makeup and hairstyling. I'm pretty sure on that. Okay, next up we have the music categories and sound. So the nominations are for The Brutalist in original score, Conclave, Emilia Pérez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. So the data on this is giving me 3 potential winners here: The Brutalist, Wild Robot, and Emilia Pérez. And for some reason, I am predicting this win for The Brutalist. But I would not be surprised if any of Wild Robot or Emilia Pérez wins. Next up is Music Original Song. So the nominations are for El Mal from Emilia Pérez, The Journey from the 6888, Like a Bird from Sing Sing, Mi Camino from Emilia Pérez, and Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late. So something tells me El Mal has a very good chance of winning this. Zoe Saldana was the one who sang this song, and she's winning Best Supporting Actress. But something just tells me this is Diane Warren's year. Something just tells me that they'll finally give it to her. She's finally get the award, and so The Journey from the 6888, Diane Warren, Best Song, Best Original Song. And sound. So the nominations are for the movies A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Pérez, Wicked, and Wild Robot. It's interesting that they combine this from sound mixing and sound editing into one award. But you know, so I have a few strong contenders here. I think the runners-up will be Wild Robot and A Complete Unknown. So you know that means Gareth John, Richard King, Ron Bartlett, and Doug Hemphill, you've won for Dune Part 2. I think you're gonna win. Definitely gonna win for best sound. It's giving me here. Just giving me those vibes from what I've seen. And also the sound in this movie rocks. Next up is production design. So nominations for The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Keep this short, just like costume design. Everything is here responding me to a win for Wicked. So Wicked wins for costume and production. Next up is visual effects. This is the Year of the Apes, Alien Romulus, A Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. So three of those movies had apes in them, and so monkeys, primates, you know. And I am thinking Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has a shot, but it's gonna be Dune Part 2 who wins this. Dune Part 2, I think, is gonna win visual effects. I wouldn't be surprised if Kingdom wins, but I would put my betting dollars on Dune Part 2. So next up is the two writing categories. We're almost done. And adapted screenplays up first. So A Complete Unknown, screenplay by James Mangold and Jay Cox. Conclave, screenplay by Peter Strawn. Emilia Pérez, screenplay by Jacques Audiard. Nickel Boy, screenplay by Ramel Ross and Jocelyn Barnes. And Sing Sing, screenplay by Clint Bentley and Greg Quidar. And all the information is telling me that there's one clear winner here, and it's gonna be Conclave. So up next to finish out the writing categories, it's original screenplay. The nominees are Anora for Sean Baker, The Brutalist for Brady Corbett and Mona Fastball, A Real Pain, Jesse Eisenberg. I did not realize Jesse Eisenberg wrote this. Wow, good job him. September 5, written by Moritz Binder and Tim Felbon. Also Alex David in there. And Coralie Forgio wrote The Substance. Everything in me is telling me that there are two main contenders here. Anora and A Real Pain. It's a flip of a coin. I don't know, man. Flip of a coin. I should actually flip a coin, but I'm not gonna flip a coin. I'm just gonna give it to Sean Baker for Anora. But if A Real Pain wins, I would not be surprised, man. So just a toss up between those two. And penultimately, we have international feature film. From Brazil, we have I'm Still Here. From Denmark, we have The Girl with the Needle. From France, we have Emilia Pérez. From Germany is The Secret of the Sacred Fig. And Latvia is Flow. So there are two main contenders here, Emilia Pérez and I'm Still Here, but I think the controversy with Emilia Pérez is gonna hand the win to I'm Still Here. And finally is the Best Picture nominations. So the Best Pictures nominations are for Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Pérez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Wait, that's how they have it on Letterboxd. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I did not realize that. Just reading it out around here is how I realized that. So, like I said, my favorite films were Anora, Conclave, Dune Part 2, and Wicked. All the others good, except Emilia Pérez. You notice I didn't say much on that. That's for a good reason. I also have no idea about I'm Still Here. But all the others, well-made films, very good. But my thinking is that there are gonna be two main contenders for this. I don't know why, but it's a field with no clear favorite. There's no wow. It's not like last year where you had Oppenheimer. It was like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna win. Or like the year we had Everything Everywhere All at Once. I was pretty sure that was gonna win. Also, like when we had La La Land and Moonlight, it was like, oh, you could see either one of them winning. I'm thinking recently, but I haven't seen anything that gives me like a clear oh yeah, this and this movie are like, yeah, they're definitely upward, or there's like an Oppenheimer here. No, nothing is giving me those vibes this year. So this pick is gonna be solely based on what I've seen, me considering my biases regarding the strengths of the movies. So I've discounted Emilia Pérez totally. I've discounted Nickel Boys. Also discounted I'm Still Here. The Brutalist had a shot, but it's kind of too long, and I don't think not a lot of people would have watched it. Not a lot of the voters would have watched it to completion. So I do not think it's gonna get a lot of votes. And Complete Unknown, it's not it's not good enough to win Best Picture. So we're whittling it down. The substance horror movie is not gonna win. Just for it to be nominated is one thing. So then I'm left with Wicked, Dune Part 2, Conclave, and Anora. Wicked is not gonna win. Dune Part 2 might be too long for some people to win. It was almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 odd minutes. So I'm left with Conclave and Anora. And so it's between those two for me. And Conclave's gonna be 7 and Anora's gonna win Best Picture. Right. So those are my thoughts so far. When editing this, I may change my mind on something, but I doubt it. Hope it's a good show. It's a bummer that the original songs won't be performed, but there's a good reason for that, with the AI for Emilia Pérez and all of that, and all that affected things. So I can see why they didn't have them performed. But we are getting performances otherwise, I've seen Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Doja Cat, all sorts of people, Ray, Lisa, other people too, I'm not sure. Queen Latifah too, yeah, the Queen, and yeah, so hope it's a good show. Conan O'Brien is hosting it. Love me some Conan. Should have gotten Tonight Show job, didn't get it, but he's doing his own thing. Love him, love that for him, and yeah. Hope you enjoy and watch the movies. Except Emilia Pérez, you don't need to watch that one. Save your time. Save your energy. You don't need to watch it. Everything else, you're good to go. Goodbye.